football. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Clemson Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers had this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
The run inside. It's Johnson. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
So Georgia Southern's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker,
pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
and that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen, but all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running inside, it's Johnson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Tigers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He got enough to move the chains on that one. They'll spot it at the 27.
These are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance.
Grabs it. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Davidson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll go with a direct snap. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's the pressure. Looking to the big tight end. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Makes the grab, it's Dallas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Johnson wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Hunt is on its way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Under fire. He slings it deep to the left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. It's complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Georgia Southern Eagles sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Hand off from the shotgun. Might have a chance. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Johnson looking to throw. Got it. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Eagles are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. He's got him in the flat. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as his offense is trying to do some work. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they got it.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds his man. It's Brown. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Unloads quickly. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty at 2nd and 6. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. And now back to your game in Death Valley. We are seeing what the coaches mean when they talk about winning all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and here today, special teams. They've almost single-handedly given this team the lead so far. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is very concerned with how the crowd is playing into this game. As you know,
and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Keeps it himself. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Using his legs, it's Davidson. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Clemson set up with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Sets up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Davidson. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet. in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
He's got him. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big fourth down decision coming. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Running inside, it's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking for room, it's Haynes. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Dallas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's held. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibbs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Dallas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. 3rd and 4. Johnson looking to throw. It's caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to fire on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Boy, that is a tough penalty to take. That'll back him up for this second and goal. The run inside. It's Gibbs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now?
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. To the air, it's Helton. Under fire. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense
makes the catch, and he's free. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact. They do in situations like that. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Murphy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Looking to throw. It's Helton. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Running inside, it's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
There's a creep, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what you've seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Now the play fake. With the catch, it's long. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Helton. Rushes on him. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibbs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. If the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Pelton. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finding some room, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.